We done did 100 burns. We done had 100 wins. Episode 100. Whenever you hit an MVP chant, you already know what's the deal, big dog. It's the most valuable podcast in the world. Yeah. It's the Hitmen podcast, live and full effect. Chris in here, 5 in here, MG in here. What's the word, y'all? How y'all feeling, man?
Dog, I'm cold.
Hawked up, huh?
Bruh. Negative temperatures, snow, ice.
Here, man.
5, you hit that driveway yet, bro?
Man, that driveway gonna hit itself, man. Whenever it get warm
That's
outside,
what DeAndre
man.
Ayton said.
Man, my dumb ass. I got on Twitter and I forgot, like, if you do the little tarp trick, you put the tarp down before the snow hit, you just roll it out the next day. I forgot, bro. I was out there for 3 hours the other day trying to get situated. Played myself. I'm from back in the day though, where the little homies, they come through, you give them $20, $25, they knock the whole thing out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not no outside type of dude though. I don't cut grass. I don't shovel snow like that. I was out there winded. I felt like I was over in Buffalo. You feel me? And they played them
conveyor belt, bro.
$billion stadium.
$1
billion stadium. They paying Marks $20 to come in, $20 an hour to come in and shovel the snow. Y'all the NFL, man, too greedy, bro. $20, y'all could have had that done in a day and a half.
Hey man, shit, them fucking they money.
Man, Buffalo's only one of the only stadiums I ain't never been to. God willing, I never have to go, bro. You feel me?
Yes.
Well,
Especially
Josh Allen to
not
make
in
sure
no
of that.
December, January.
What you said? Josh Allen to make sure about it. We got a dope show, man. Episode 198, 99, 100. We got a dope show. We had some great news that just came down the wire before we get started. I got some homies that gonna pop in later on in the episode. We trying to figure out where KD at. Second weekend in a row, man. He ducking the smoke. We gonna talk about it in a little while.
Hey. What did I say last week? And he started ranting on me. I said, boy, if the
went
Cowboys
nuts.
lose, they got to fire McCarthy. And KD went on like a 10-minute rant on me, bro.
We're gonna get into it talking about the Dallas
Why would
Cowgirls.
they do that? We won every home game. Why would you even say that?
I love the accent. I love the impression too. For the 100th time, man, we're going to let y'all know we everywhere that podcasts live. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, all of that. Make sure y'all check us out in the mailbag, the Hitmen Podcast at gmail.com, and y'all know our socials. Straight up. Where we going first, y'all? We going with NBA. We going with the NFL recap, Wild Card Weekend. What y'all want to do?
I'm still hurt about the NFL. I'm still hurt about the Rams games.
NBA first, then. 5, you cool, bro?
Man, ain't you in Detroit, man? Come on, man. How you hurt, man?
Nah, bro.
How you hurt?
Nah, bro.
It's the time
Especially
to
the way
rejoice.
they treated my dog Stafford too, bro. Like, nah, bro. We ain't forgiving that.
I know you ain't expecting nothing different, big
listen,
dog.
man.
Hey, we
man,
playing.
we ain't
Hey,
doing
they
nothing
come
else.
back here. They come back here next year for the regular season. All right, revenge
Hey,
tour.
man. Ain't no love, man. Ain't no love in the heart of the city, man. Come on, man.
What up, dog?
Move out the bell.
Let's start with the NBA, man. Mid trade of the century. Unfortunately, that's what I'm calling it.
Me?
What? Pascal
Like
Siakam. Pascal Siakam getting traded to the Indiana Pacers from the Toronto Raptors. In exchange, the Pacers get Bruce Brown, or the Raptors get Bruce Brown, Jordan Nwora, and 3 first-round picks. They're not really being coveted like that. Apparently, they're not going to be worth much. And then there was a third team that was involved. Was it Utah, bro, or was it New Orleans?
New Orleans with
New
Gary
Orleans.
Lewis.
They complete the
Think it was-
trade.
Yes, correct.
Pascal Siakam, a multi-time All-Star, gets his trade. Word around the campfire was he made it known he was not going to re-sign with any other team long-term other than the Raptors. And apparently the Raptors informed him earlier in the season that they were not interested in extending the Supermax contract to Pascal. So he's on the move to Indianapolis. They hosting the All-Star game, built a whole brand new basketball court in the airport. I know y'all been seeing that make the rounds. Pairing him with Ty Halliburton. They didn't even have to give up Matthew. I thought they was. He Canadian. I thought they were going to have to send him.
That's that, bruh, fleece, bro.
It make you it speaks to what they how folks felt about what Pascal Siakam's trade value was. Everybody was talking the Warriors, maybe they was talking Philly, pairing him with Embiid. He ends up in Indianapolis. How y'all feel about the trade, man? Do y'all think this makes them like any tougher in the East? I don't really think it moved. I don't really think it did much, to be honest with you. I ain't never really felt that way about Pascal Siakam, but I want to get y'all take on it.
You play Bruce Brown with a player who's 3 times the player.
Say it again.
I said you replace Bruce Brown with somebody who's 3 times the player.
I mean, I don't really. I like Bruce Brown, but what I'm saying.
I like Bruce, but he ain't Pascal. Like, and I don't even think Pascal's like this, like all-world player or anything. Like, he's a borderline all-star kind of player to me. But when you look at what they already have, and now you add some more size and length to the team, when you got a Ben Mathurin, who they got to keep, they got to keep Jarius Walker. You still got, unfortunately, Miles Turner.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why didn't they even ask for him? Toronto didn't even ask for him, and his contract ain't crazy.
What I think happened was Toronto. The last couple years, they've been trying to trade him, and they've had this crazy high trade value on him that nobody wanted to pay. Yeah. And we get to the point where we're a couple of weeks away from trade deadline, and you know he ain't re-signing. They got desperate, and that's what happens when teams with too long to trade somebody. The price goes down because teams know you're desperate to get rid of him. So I think they fucked themselves over.
You said earlier a lot of this had to do with clearing up room for Emmanuel Quigley getting re-signed, them doing something with RJ contract in the upcoming offseason. What you make of the trade, bro? How you feel about this from Toronto's side? You think this does anything for them, or they like are in rebuild mode?
I think it set them up for the future. They able to get Quickly. He might not get that max rookie extension, but he's gonna get somewhere close around it. And then they gotta have money left over next year from when Barnes' extension is due. And we all know Scotty Barnes. They just said last week, 2 weeks ago, he's gonna be the face of the league. So they gonna give him the rookie max extension.
Fam went in. Absolute crap. The refs are another. Scotty Barnes is going to be the face of the NBA.
Hey, what's funny? Had Mike Brown breaking out the whole laptop. I ain't never seen that one before.
Cost him 50 G's too. Damn.
Yeah, I've been waiting on him to snap like that. And he showed us for sure.
My thing with
Toronto,
go ahead.
I think it's a good trade for Toronto to set themselves up for the future. I think RJ, Quickly, and Barnes is a good nucleus to start with. Obviously, you're gonna draft players. You're gonna try to attract free agents, whoever you can get. Maybe a Tobias Harris in the summer, someone like that to kind of bring in. But yeah, I think from the Toronto standpoint, it kind of sets them up, and for that 3 that they have right now, and they went crazy tonight, 121 points without Siakam. They won by 24. So they know what they got.
I didn't like the RJ trade at first. I felt like he should stay with the Knicks. It's looking like it's working out for both sides. My argument to you earlier was this though: Toronto's never really had a big dog, like big fish free agent. No. Kawhi was traded up there, so nobody's really.
He didn't want to go there,
and he didn't want to go. Right? San Antonio thought that they was doing him dirty by sending him up there, and he ended up flipping it on them and winning a chip in his first year up there. You feel me? But my thing is, they haven't really been able to been a huge landing point for somebody that says, "Yo, I want to go to Toronto." You feel me? It's never really been that. Everybody that's been successful there, they've either been drafted or traded up there. It's never been a landing spot. So when you say it sets them up for the future, they're gonna have to, in my opinion, they're gonna have to build their team through drafting and kind of the scouts. They obviously got James Wade. He was the former head coach of the Chicago Sky. Shout out to Wade, but he was a master scout when it came to getting foreign players, finding some foreign prodigies and turning that team into something. So I imagine like they're gonna lean on his expertise to do a lot of international scouting, especially with this being an Olympic year as well. I'm sure they're gonna play that type of game. But again, back to the trade, like I thought for sure Mathurin's gonna be in it. I thought Miles Turner might have been in a situation where he was gonna be in it because apparently Siakam has been a trade asset, a trade target for the past 2 seasons. You know what I'm saying? And all they got out of it was Bruce Brown and some picks. It just don't make sense to me from
that
Indiana
deal
side.
Don't happen without Mathurin.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And we're not talking about some bubble gummer that's a GM. We talking about Masai Ujiri, bro.
Yeah, because I'm high on Mathurin side. Like during that draft, I wanted the Pistons to take him instead of Jaden Ivey.
Mm-hmm.
But like you talking about when Matherin finally kind of get things going for real, like he did in his rookie year, when he kind of build off of what he did his rookie year, now you're talking about him, Halliburton, and Siakam as the backcourt.
Word.
It's a filth. The problem with the Pacers this year is they have people who can defend. They just don't.
They just don't. They just run up and
We
down.
all Halliburton can defend. He's done it in the past and stopped doing it. We know Matherin has the foundation to be a defender. We know Siakam's a solid defender. We know Miles Turner's a decent, big man defender. Like, and Jarris Walker, they drafted him for his defense and rebounding. Like, they have people who can defend. Rick Carlisle, I don't know if he's going to get them to buy into it, but if somebody ever get them to buy into playing some defense, that team is going to be nasty.
Jalen Smith done made Miles Turner expendable, in my opinion. They got Isaiah Jackson, they got Naismith, they got Nebrin. They kind of they stacked in terms of being a deep team, and Obi Toppin is over there too. Like his game turned up from his first season being there versus being in New York. He's hitting a three. He's athletic. He can get you boards. Like they can spell that post play. So I don't understand like the move. They should have got more for him. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Brown and some picks, and they talking about now Bruce Brown is gonna get rerouted to another team too.
Yeah,
Get more
my
draft
thing
status. Get more draft capital for him.
They gonna need it because they ain't hitting the free agents.
They not hitting the free agents. Check out what Masai Ujiri turned OG Anunoby and Pascal Siakam into. Emmanuel Quigley, R.J. Barrett, Bruce Brown, Jordan Ward, Kira Lewis, 3 first-round picks and a second. So he's trying to do his best. What's folks' name at OKC?
Oh,
The
Preston?
GM?
Sam Presti?
Sam Presti. They're doing his best Sam
this ain't
Presti
close.
impersonation.
He
This
getting
ain't
there.
close.
Presti a little.
Like, I like the
Presti more Ainge. Presti more Ainge like you.
Yeah, I feel you. They tried to fleece him too. They tried to get him to be the GM over in Boston. They tried to get him to come because he's from Boston, I think.
Yep.
Sam Presti. I don't know, man. I don't think it moved the needle for either one. I think when Halliburton comes back, he can try to make use of Siakam. Siakam's not an up and down the floor player though. He's a half court in the system. You feel me? Creating his own shot type of player, but it does.
He need the ball in his hands too.
He need the ball in his hands, so high usage. I don't think the Pacers are done. I think they still trying to move Buddy Hield. I wouldn't be surprised if they move Miles Turner. They try to get something, but I just think that on a positive side, it allows
They got what they wanted though. A big athletic wing who can defend
and create his own shot, give him some space,
Yeah,
and get some.
And
relief.
it was a toss up between him and Wiggins. And at that point, I mean, come on, you go with Siakam.
Yeah, I feel like he's outplayed him. He outplayed him. I wouldn't have been mad at them doing the swap trading Wiggins for Siakam, but I think Wiggins is up for a deal too, right?
I think he's got 1 or 2 more because he got that new contract when.
Oh, he did get it.
Resigned.
Got
Yeah,
2 more years left on the deal.
Okay.
He took a pay cut basically. He didn't take the full amount, but like he's regressed so much. Like to me, him and Siakam aren't even close.
It's a confidence thing. If we keeping it real for
that's the
Wiggs,
problem.
it's a confidence thing.
He plays shy. He's always played shy, and you just can't have that. So like,
And
if you ask
and I
me
think
years ago, the title year, I would have said they neck and neck. But like since then, I'm taking Siakam over.
And that's the Iguodala effect. I know y'all see that. Y'all see that post every other day about one thing or another. Y'all see Iguodala smacking his head. Wiggs, come here, man. Come here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's being used for damn near anything, but they missing that. He don't have that dog. He don't have that Bundini Brown behind him, that hype man to kind of get him to play at his max potential. And it might be time for him to head on back to Cleveland or move around to somewhere else because he not giving the Warriors nothing. We're going to talk about that in a second. They on their way out the door. They going out bad, bro. But before we get to that, once and for all, let's lock in these All-Star ballots because we less than 3 weeks away from the All-Star game? 2 weeks away?
Yep.
Yeah.
About 3 weeks.
1, 2, 3. So a month. Give it a month. We about a month away. And I think we pretty much where we're gonna be in terms of who's going. I want y'all to give me y'all starting 5 for the East and West. I ain't gonna ask y'all for the full 12, but there are some names that I do want to kind of bat around back and forth until we move on to the NFL because I want to see if we all on the same mindset of who's going and who's staying. So give me y'all top 5 for the East and West, and then we'll talk about some names that could potentially make the reserve.
I mean,
All
you
right,
gotta kind of go on the fan voting, right? I always saying
No,
R
no,
starting. Are we
no.
saying
Five. You
R
a hooper,
starting
bro.
five?
You know what's up, dog.
We
We not
saying
doing
R
that.
starting five.
Look. For everybody out there, I was trying to get the guys to come out. We was gonna do a live show in Indy, but Five dubbed it. He like, I'm going to Super Bowl. I'm going to Vegas. I'm going to LA. I ain't fucking with y'all small time
Oh
Mickey Mouse
man, no
production,
man.
bro.
I love to go to Indy, man. I wouldn't. But NBA, I'll go for the NBA All Star game.
He talking about holla at me when the NBA All Stars in Miami. I make do for y'all. I make time for y'all then.
Oh, absolutely. Fly right down.
MG, who you got, bro? I'm gonna have five go. I'm gonna go last, but I'm gonna have five go second. You tell me who you got for starting five, East and West.
East, I got Hallie got to be in for sure.
Right.
Obviously Giannis and Embiid. I'm gonna go Brunson as my other guard.
Mm-hmm.
And I need another wing. Who would I give it to this year?
I ain't think it's gonna be this hard early out the gate.
Low key though. Ooh, hold on.
You said Giannis and B, Brunson, Hallie, and who else? You need your three.
Can't believe the third one even hard.
I'm getting somebody. I'm trying to go based on how they do it. So I need a front court. Part of me really want to say Bam, even though you know I got beef with Bam. That motherfucker been balling.
Wow. Woo, man.
What?
I wish I could go Paolo, but just kind of been up and down times.
Starting? Man, you funny. You funny. You be podding. I fuck with it. Five.
What you mean?
Give me your five, Cinco, and then I'm gonna do mine. We're gonna do East first.
My five in the East guards. I'm going with Donovan Mitchell, Tyrese Maxey.
Maxey over Hallie. All right, I like it.
I'm going. Oh, and front court's easy for me, man. Giannis, Embiid, and Tatum. I mean, it's pretty easy, man.
Right.
How can you forget Tatum, man? How can you forget Tatum?
I thought I would.
Tatum gotta make it.
That's my below. Yeah, it should have been Tatum.
JT, Giannis, Embiid, obviously. My starting backcourt is gonna be Maxey and Hallie, but that's why I wanted to talk to y'all about. Where do we put Brunson? Where do we put JR? Where do we put Donovan Mitchell? You mentioned Bam, right? Does Miami get 2 stars or they only get 1?
Jimmy can't go. He didn't miss too many games.
Has Mikal Bridges done enough to get in?
No.
No. And the team sucks.
Do the Bulls get DeMar DeRozan in?
No.
Nah.
Damn.
You know DeMar got
Damn. Okay. Siakam gone from Toronto now, so they don't get no All-Stars, right? Does Jaylen Brown get on as a reserve?
Absolutely.
Porzingis get on as a reserve.
Ooh.
Drew Holiday on as a reserve because they could potentially get 4. Derek White been playing.
I think
he been putting up
Porzingis
All-Star
for
numbers.
sure deserves to be a reserve.
Okay.
I would say Bam and Paolo before Porzingis.
Bam and Paulo, I like it. Okay, what about Trey? Damn the top 5 in assists, putting up crazy numbers. You said DeJounte just gamed the Magic tonight, but he on the
ever since DeJounte found out he gonna get traded, he been hooping.
All right, taking it personal.
I know Dame been looking bad, but I would go Dame before.
How? See, that's what we gonna.
But here's my thing: Dame ain't been looking bad. He's been looking like Dame. People just want to
He just hasn't looked like. He just hasn't looked like.
Bro, he's a 37% career 3-point shooter. That's what he's shooting right now.
When we talking guards,
ain't nothing different.
When we talking guards on a 12-man roster, they're gonna give you what? 6 guards. So if you got Hallie, Maxey, Brunson, Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell absolutely makes it.
Right? It's 2 spots left.
He's carrying that team right now.
It's 2 spots left though.
Well, I guess I mean, I would put Trey
Young and who?
And Dame. Dame's got to make it. Y'all. I know we're not Dame Lillard fans right now because
no, never.
They
not
don't
right now. Never
look good, but they got the second best record in the East. He just game ball Sacramento yesterday. Like, it's still Dame
He's starting to catch
Lillard.
fire now. He was playing
Yeah,
inconsistent, really didn't know his way. Really,
That's always inconsistent.
I mean, he was trash today.
Where's
He was
the
trash
not
today
being
too.
inconsistent coming from?
he ain't really catch the. He really catching the vibe. Wasn't sure.
No. The
Dame
last
the
few
same
seasons,
dude. He'll get you 50 in a playoff game, and then the next playoff game get you 8. It happened. Like it's Dame. That's what he does. Like he's a heat wave kind of player.
So how
like
you-
he's just volume.
So you saying you leaving him out the All-Star game?
From a basketball take, yes.
Nah.
I get the
Not with
popularity
Trey and
though,
them.
and
Not
the
with Trey
star
and them
power.
catching L's too. And Trey and them catching L's too. Like, nah, I got.
Yeah,
gotta
let
give
them
it to
L's that Milwaukee because teams are Dame on defense. What's the difference?
I mean, that is. They're the second. They still got the second best record in the East.
Thank you, Giannis.
Let's talk the West Side real quick before I drop some more names on y'all. Fire, you go first this time. Who you got in the West starting?
On the West, I got Luka. I got SGA in the backcourt.
Nice.
I got
Interesting.
Jokic. Ooh, I got Jokic. I'm gonna go Kawhi Leonard. Whew, that third spot tough.
See, now you're doing what I did with Tatum. You forgetting
I mean,
somebody.
It's tough because I could go. It's 3 names that I could just think of just off the top of my head. I go KD, right? I go LeBron,
What?
and I could go AD.
What?
Oh, and I could go AD. Like I could go those 3 and intertwine any one of those in that last
MG,
spot.
give me your 5 before y'all get into it. Come on now.
Okay, first of all, are we count Ant-Man as a guard?
You
or a
took the
forward?
words out
Guard.
my
He's
head.
a guard. He's in a guard. He's on guard.
He has to start. I don't care what nobody. He has to start.
Over Luka and SGA?
Is
He
Luka
is the
guard
best
or
player
forward,
on
though?
the best
He's a
team
guard.
in the league, and
guard.
he has been hooping.
He's listed as a guard. He's listed as a guard on
And
the
on top of that,
They had
Ant been
LeBron
doing
listed
it
as a
on-
guard last year though, just to get him in.
Yeah,
He on the
yeah.
front court now.
Nah, you on
Yeah,
that?
He on the front
And-
court.
and-
we
I
doing
mean,
and on
NBA
top of that-
yo. We doing
Look,
NBA Jam.
I've looked at the ballot myself. He's on the front court now. There's no way Ant starting over Luka or SGA. Like
You can't
it's
just arbitrarily switch
Okay,
your
I'm
squad.
gonna give you
just
one.
to
I'm
get
gonna
in.
I'll give it to you right
man.
here. Best
Over
player on the
Luka,
best team in the league,
SGA?
and he been doing it. And he been doing it on both sides of the floor.
You said
It ain't
and-
just
you
been
said-
the offense.
You said and SGA.
Yeah, I'm going and SGA.
Okay, give me your front court.
Front court, I got Jokic, I got Kawhi. That third one, man, it's kind of hard not to. PG been hooping, bro.
Said P.
Yeah, boy, PG been hooping,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Just as of late. Just as of late, though.
He been
Hey.
hooping just as
Yeah,
of
the
late.
last 2 weeks, man. Come on,
PG
man.
been hooping, bro.
Just so he just said that he was struggling last night during the game. He was
So,
like, I
PG
just got
been
aggressive.
So first off, before I get my 5 out the West, I do want to say I'm loving the fact that they back to East versus West. I absolutely hated, shitted on, couldn't stand the open draft, East and West mixed bag. I hated it from the beginning. I know they had to try some stuff out, but I was never a fan of it. I never wanted to see LeBron and Steph on the same team if they wasn't playing in the West. But we back now, back to the traditional. So initially I had Steph and SGA as my starters. But with they slide, with what's going on with them, I'm putting Luka and SGA in the start. No, I'm lying. I'm putting Ant and SGA to start. Anthony Edwards and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in the backcourt to start. Front court, obviously Joker's in there, right? I was flip-flopping between do I want Towns in there or do I want to put Luka as a forward and put him in there. What about LeBron? What about AD? I ended up with Jokic, AD, and Luka as a forward. So that's what's going to bring me to the question for the names, right? Backcourt, where does Booker go? Does Phoenix even get 2 All-Stars? Or do they only get 1? If they get 1, do you choose between KD and Booker? Because
should be
Booker's played the most games out of
unquestionably.
all 3 of them.
And he's been the best player out of all 3 of them.
Right. So if you only get 1 All-Star from Phoenix, that means KD's not going to make it, right? Just based on basketball. We obviously know he's gonna get in
As a
because of the fan
starter,
vote.
as a starter, he shouldn't be a starter this year.
But he's
KD's
gonna
not
get in on
a
the
starter.
fan vote. But as a starter, right? I ain't talking about starters. I'm just talking about we got our 5 as our starters. But I'm saying like, how many does OKC get? How many does Minnesota get? The Clippers, you talking Kawhi, you talking PG, Harden, maybe.
Harden's a reserve.
I wouldn't say Harden.
He not gonna make the All-Star team at all, bro.
I mean,
As a reserve, I'm cool with Harden making
I mean, you got to have a spot for Steph or Luka.
Right.
Luka is a guard. I know Luka is a guard. He's on the guard side of the ballot.
Where you put Fox?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Does Fox or Harden get in? If you got to choose one or the other, Fox or Harden?
Fox.
Fox, yeah.
Okay, where does Sengun go? In the front court, because you know he got to get in there. He putting up all-star numbers.
It's a shallow year in the front court, so yeah. I mean,
so
I guess
what?
you got to get in.
You got Sengun. You got Sabonis. You got you got Kevin Durant. You got what's folks' name?
Cat.
What's folks' name in New Orleans? Valanciunas. He getting double-doubles every night.
Yeah, Zion.
You got Zion. If New Orleans gonna get one, do you give him Ingram? Do you give him Valley, or do you give him Brandon Ingram? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean it's gotta be between Zion and Ingram, who are both front court.
Honestly, Chet should make it.
And Chet should make it, right?
Chet should make it as a
make it
reserve.
over Zion, Chet or Zion.
Chet.
Shit. Chet.
Zion.
Chet.
Because Chet affecting both ends of the court.
Chet.
Offensively,
Give me
he's efficient
Zion.
as hell.
Chet.
I get star power,
And he went
the
up
name
and
value, and the
not for
highlight
nothing-
reels.
and don't forget, not for nothing, just because of the fan vote and just because of the wow factor, y'all know Wemby getting in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Y'all
yeah.
know they gonna send him.
Very possible.
But yeah, I think Chet should make it.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Me personally, I know Chet getting a lot of pub right now, and I'm a Chet fan too. But J-Dub, man, is the second best player on that team.
Word, young
I
boy
like
too.
J-Dub.
Hey,
Young boy too.
Unfortunately,
J-Dub is-
SGA be acing
hey.
that man out a lot of games.
Jalen Williams, the second best player on that team.
I'm trying to see who catching the lobs in Indiana. I'm trying to see Hallie throw the lob to whoever's on the East. Hallie throw a lob to Donovan Mitchell. Boom. I'm trying to see SGA throw something crazy to Anthony Edwards. Boom. Front court. I want to see crazy pass. I want to see Joker do a behind the back pass. LeBron come off, throw a shifty over the AD. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to see action. I want this All-Star game to be damn near perfection. I haven't heard nothing about the dunk contest yet. The only names I heard was Jaime Jaquez and maybe Shaedon Sharp.
Ain't they bringing Matt McClung back too?
Man, all right.
Yeah, Matt McClung is
No, that's what I heard.
They let
It was bringing him back.
Yeah, they let McClung defend his title.
Because this is the first time they're gonna let somebody come in without being on the NBA roster. Like he'll still be technically a G League.
Bro,
G Leaguer.
I want to see Anthony Edwards in the dunk contest.
Which I've said for years that they should just do anyways. Like they should just bring outsiders into the dunk contest.
Yeah.
And let people make names for themselves.
I've been saying that for years. I said even if they wanted to do a tandem, like how they do doubles, the Australian Open's going on right now. So you do an NBA player, and then you do one of the dual perfects, or you do
flight team
or something like that. Yeah, and then y'all do like a tandem score. Okay, you get an NBA dunker to do a dunk. Then you get your non-NBA player to do a dunk, and they be having the better dunks than some of the NBA players anyway. And then you do a combined score round and round and round, and then you do round robin. Like, all right, who do y'all want to go this round? Do y'all want to put it on the NBA player or put it on his partner? You know what I'm saying?
The problem with the dunk contest now is that everything is going to be looked at or living up to Levine Gordon. Like that's just the thing.
You got that one number
contest.
one?
So it's I mean yeah. I mean like when you talk about them going at it dunk for dunk, I mean,
so Richard,
I haven't seen a better one. I mean, Vince Carter. I mean, we all know the Vince Carter one is legendary.
Yeah.
But it was just him.
That's all you needed.
We had two guys who was doing miraculous stuff. And you're not gonna see that no more. We're not gonna see that no more. Like,
Y'all,
just
how
put
y'all feel about the Iguodala Nate Robinson joint? Y'all feel like Iggy got robbed? I feel like he got robbed.
Yeah, got
Iggy
robbed.
should have won that one. Yeah, Iggy should have won that one.
Hands down, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
he got robbed.
We're gonna be live in effect at the All-Star game, man. Y'all send us in who y'all ballots are, who y'all think y'all starting fives are. Tell me what y'all think about who we got going. Who do we miss? Who might get snubbed? Because that's always the dopest one of the dopest conversations. Who the snubs are gonna be. Hitmenpodcast@gmail.com, man. Y'all want to talk Warriors? Y'all want to talk Lakers Lounge before we get into the NFL? Anybody else on the trade block that y'all looking to get moved? DeJounte Murray.
Yeah, DJ's getting moved. Levine's probably for sure getting moved.
I think he's staying put, bro. I think he's staying still. I don't think it's a
Levine?
market for him.
Put too.
Yeah, I don't think it's a market for him.
Oh, I think it's the market. I just think the price is too high right now. But the closer we get to February 8th, it's gonna drop.
I don't think he's gonna move, bro. But
I think it depends on the wins too. They were starting to win for a little brief second, and now they've lost what, 2 straight or two of the last 3.
yeah, since he came back, they was doing good, and then they started to kind of fall off. Kobe White got nicked up, got an injury the other day, so that's hurting them.
Oh, I think the Warriors are coming to grips with reality.
Draymond.
It's about to.
Draymond.
I don't think Draymond got no trade value right now, but you listen to that man post game.
Ain't nobody trading for him. They don't want him. That's number one. He can't really help.
It's an expiring contract. That's his value. It's not as a player. It's the expiring contract.
I don't think so. I think he's just gonna have to. I think he's gonna have to pack it up. I think he's gonna do the Festus.
He do not sound like he want to be there.
I think he's gonna do the Festus Ezeli. He gonna call it quits. They all supposed to do the Fab Five. We supposed to win it. We supposed to go out,
bro.
Shout to the 5-5 though. I know y'all seen that the other day. I know you copped the MG.
That was dope.
That was fire.
Look, man. They got hopped up by the Grizzlies with Des Bain and Ja Morant and Marcus Smart. Shit about to change.
I don't think Dunleavy got it in them to do that, bro. That's just me.
They got towed up by T.G. Jackson and Vince Williams. Jaren Jackson was like 4 of 20 from the field or some shit like that. Like, bro, it's about to change, bro. Like Steph only gonna put up with so much.
Let's talk NFL, man.
Move out the bell.
Detroit Lions hosting a divisional game,
I don't
bro.
wanna talk about it.
Oh damn.
Okay.
Dallas Cowboys. They Green
Let's
Bay
talk about
it. We ain't gonna talk about that either. Buffalo. And going to damn. I don't even know where to start.
You gotta watch your boy Stephon Diggs one more week.
Yo, with that whack ass sweater. Freezing your ass off to get a fit off is nuts, bro. Did y'all see that?
Gotta get the fit off regardless.
Come on.
Gotta get the fit off regardless.
Come on, dog. He looked like he was in a Ludacris video when he used to have the big arms and come on, G. All that.
Bro, you gotta commit to it, bro. If you're gonna do it, you gotta commit to it.
Got to get the fit off. You only got one chance.
Where's Baltimore's social team? Ain't no tunnel. They ain't got no lights in the runway underneath the tunnel. Heated that they could just do that with? Nah. That's crazy. That's nuts, bro. Anyway, the Detroit Lions, man, they hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay took out Philly on Monday night. Detroit ended up sending the Rams home packing. Booed the shit out of Matthew Stafford on his return back to Ford Field in a loss. Puka did great. Had 182 yards receiving, but it wasn't enough. The Lions get the first playoff victory in what? Damn near 30 years, right, MG?
Yep.
Dan Campbell was part of that winless 0-16 season, so it's got to come full circle. Got to be poetic justice for the head coach of the Lions. They hosting Tampa. Green Bay upset of the playoffs. Not so much. Maybe not.
I mean, I kind of hinted at it a little bit. I picked the Cowboys last week, but I kind of hinted at it.
Yeah, they went down there and paintbrushed Dallas. They turned into the monster after they lost their powers. And packed it on up. No pun intended. Jordan Love in his first playoff game debut. He snapped. I think he had 3 touchdown passes, right?
It was an ass, bro. That game was over. Yeah, that game's over in the first drive, basically.
The Green Bay Packers now have more playoff wins in AT&T Stadium than the Dallas Cowboys actually have in their home
What are
stadium.
they, 3-0?
4-0 after going undefeated.
4-0.
After the Cowboys went undefeated at home this season. Nuts, crazy. Word around the camp.
Did y'all hear the 49ers coach say we started preparing for Green Bay in the second quarter?
Damn.
And bro, the game was over from the first drive, bro. Like it literally was. Like they had no answer.
That's savage. That's crazy, bro. Wow. 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 Wow.
Flat out said it, right? Flat out said it.
Wow, bro.
That's nasty work. How about the reporter asking Todd Bowles? Check out this reporter asking Todd Bowles about going to Detroit.
In some of the playoff games, even for the most prepared team. Coach, looking forward towards Detroit. The weather has been a factor in some of the playoff games, even for the most prepared teams. Today, it's 13 in Detroit, which doesn't compare to some of the temperatures we tend to drop to. Any special plans to acclimate the team to not only endure but perform in those kind of frigid temperatures should you face them in Detroit?
You do know we play indoors, right? They got a dome.
Who gonna say it? Who gonna say it? Nah.
Hey, bro.
Nah. Nobody.
I'm not gonna be Cam Newton, bro. I'm not gonna be Cam Newton. I'm not gonna do the Cam Newton.
Nah, I ain't going out like that, man.
Hey, but I will say though, if not the weather, of course they don't have to prepare for that, but the noise is what they have to prepare.
It's rocking in there, right?
I don't know if y'all remember the early 2010s Lions teams. They were good. Sue and Swart and all of them. Everybody said it was the loudest building that played in those couple of years.
Fire.
And then you look at that game on Sunday. People said it's the loudest game that they ever played. So that's what they really got to prepare for.
Shout out to the Lions, man.
I mean, when you ain't had a playoff game in 30 years, I mean, it better be loud in there.
No, it's just that way when they're good. Like, when they're good, people show out. And the acoustics of that arena are really good, too.
Yeah,
Make it
Ford
really
Field is fire.
for
I
people
don't know
to
if you
hear.
ever been up there before, but if you ever get a chance to, Ford Field is dope. It's underrated.
I feel like it's like a King situation. Like, you know how everyone say when they go play the Sacramento Kings.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
super
Cowbell
loud.
City.
Yeah.
Cowbell.
Like Argo.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah, it get crazy loud in there.
Houston headed to Baltimore. C.J. Stroud had an amazing game. He's headed up to play the potential MVP in Lamar Jackson. And then Buffalo, this is what, Hagler Hearns 3? Basically, they going to KC to play them again. Did y'all see Patrick Mahomes' helmet when they played the Dolphins, bro?
When they cracked.
They didn't even call a timeout for that. I thought it was going to be an investigation for it. You know what I'm saying? What if he'd caught a concussion? Yeah. But that was crazy, too.
Didn't even have to sit out a play either.
Dan Le Batard, they put this out after KC beat the Dolphins. They said the last time the Miami Dolphins won a playoff game, which was in the year 2000, the following things were true. LeBron James was a high school freshman. Tom Brady had not been drafted to the NFL. And the Knicks were the defending Eastern Conference champions, bro. Unreal. They went out sad, too. They went out bad. They exposed Tua. They exposed them not playing in cold weather. They didn't run the ball at all. And I didn't expect the Chiefs to do that. I didn't expect the Chiefs to catch. I didn't expect the Chiefs to execute. But they did what champions do, man.
But that just wasn't cold weather, though. Like, that was, like, extreme weather.
Worse than Buffalo?
Yeah. Well, I think
they took out Pittsburgh and they was throwing snowballs at the players.
Because it's cold.
Well, I think something that really affected Miami this year is teams who are more physical than them, and that's what KC was. You go look at a lot of it when they lost to Buffalo, both games this year.
Word.
Right? Like, Buffalo was the more physical team. The only physical team that they didn't really struggle with was the Eagles, but we kind of see where the Eagles are now.
Fair enough.
And the Cowboys.
And the Cowboys. So, I mean, I think that, you know, Miami is the definition of a finesse football team. And when teams beat them up, they are not the same. Like, you see what they was doing to Tyreek? Shoving that man's face in the dirt.
I think if that game was in Miami, it would be a little bit different game. Not saying that Kansas City wouldn't have won, but I think it would have been a different game.
Yeah, but I mean, usually weather fits the physical team too. Because not only is it a test of willpower, but that cold is also a factor in willpower.
Give me y'all picks.
One thing to get pushed around, but when you get pushed around in -degree weather, it ain't the same.
Give me y'all picks for the divisional. We got Tampa Bay at Detroit. Come on, quick. Y'all know who y'all want. Come on now. 5, you know who you betting on this weekend. Come on now, tell me.
I said Tampa Bay yesterday.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, I don't know, man. I feel like it's and it's gonna sound bad, but I feel like it's the year of the loser. So I think Detroit's gonna win.
I think Mike Evans do. I'm going Tampa, yo.
Don't worry. The Niners will take care of the Lions.
So you got Detroit winning and then going to the NFC Championship, bro?
Yeah, and they're gonna get smacked by the Niners. That is the worst possible match.
They getting smoked. Niners over the Packers for sure. We done seen this movie too many times. We know how it ends for real.
Yeah, that scheme is just too good for the Packers.
AFC side, Buffalo, Kansas City, round 3. I think Josh Allen finally get it done, bro. I think he tired of him.
Hey, you're the losers, man.
I think
Boy, Stephon gonna pull through.
Give me Buffalo.
I think he tired. I think he done been up their way too many times. I think he done seen this movie too many times, and they're gonna change it up this time. I think he gonna
go get home field. I'm not picking against
home field.
Yeah, I think they're gonna play like they in the Matrix, bro. I think Buffalo going to the AFC Championship to play Baltimore. After they take care of Houston at the crib. Who y'all got? Texans or Ravens?
Tex. Ooh, wait. Ravens.
Yeah,
Ravens.
We all going Ravens.
Games outdoors. If it was indoors, I would give the Texans a chance, but no.
Word. I think they young. They a year and a couple pieces away, but I think they finna be having the AFC South on notice for the next couple years. I think CJ Stroud is an absolute winner, but I think the Ravens. We're gonna have some great AFC and NFC championship games come the following week. Last little bit of NFL news. Gerard Mayo is the new head coach of New England Patriots. First black head coach in New England Patriots history. So shout out to bro. He was already on the staff. Was he a linebacker coach, MG?
He was like an assistant coordinator, linebacker coach. But I guess they said it was written into his contract that he was going to be the new coach.
It was in Belichick's contract allegedly that Mayo was going to come in and be the incumbent head coach.
That's actually dope.
That's fire. Over his kids, over McDaniels. What's folks' name that you hate, that you can't stand, MG? He was the coach of the Lions for a second. Patricia.
Oh, my God. He ruined the Eagles' defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't hear about Vrabel.
Yeah, they talking Pittsburgh, though. Potentially, if Tomlin step away. There's plenty of openings out there.
I think Tomlin said he ain't going nowhere.
Word? Yeah, say he's staying for 24?
Yeah, because he got more years contract. I think he's going to finish it out.
I wonder how Steelers fans feel about that. They always do great in the regular season. Then when they get to the postseason, they just kind of like run out of gas. You know what I'm saying?
They don't have a quarterback, man.
Yeah,
I think they're a quarterback. I ain't mad at them staying, but you saying they're a quarterback
and TJ
away?
was out too, so
I think they're a quarterback away from maybe taking the next step and not barely making the playoffs every single year.
Russell Wilson.
Agreed. I'm not a Russell fan, so I ain't buying that.
I don't know if he black enough. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
If you gotta question it, then you know. If you even gotta question it, my brother. If you gotta question it, then you know already know.
Hey, you know, my Epps, man. He needs somebody. You might need somebody black in there.
Right.
Man. I don't know if he black enough.
Right. Shout to Raising Canaan too. #1 show on the street. Damn. All right, man. Belichick took a meeting with the Falcons. I think they interviewed Jim Harbaugh as well.
Yeah.
We talked about the coaching openings a couple weeks ago. Seahawks is brand new, open. We don't know who's gonna take that.
Dallas said a few hours ago they're bringing McCarthy.
Yeah, they're bringing McCarthy back. Where else around the league are there openings that we need to be talking about?
The Chargers spot, is the Chargers position open?
Yeah, they said Harbaugh. That was his first.
They interviewed Harbaugh.
That was Harbaugh's first interview. They might get Vrabel over there to check it out.
I would like Belichick over there.
Washington still need a head coach because they let go of Rivera.
They just hired a GM, I think, earlier today.
That's the way they're supposed to do it. That's the trend. You do the GM,
Yeah.
then you do the coach. If you do it backwards, it's almost like it's a clash of personalities. You're always supposed to go from the top down, not like in the middle and then fill it out. That's weird.
Who was the GM that they got? He was from a West Coast team. Oh, the 49ers GM.
Yeah, 49ers old assistant GM, right?
Assistant GM, correct.
Because
Yep.
John Lynch is the GM over there still, no?
Correct. Yep.
Right,
correct.
right on,
Yep.
right on.
They bring the assistant GM over to Washington.
Okay. We're gonna
Magic
keep
Johnson connections. You know how it is.
we're gonna keep an eye out on the head coaches. Talking to quick hits, man. Did y'all see this story that broke about your boy Jim Dolan? Huh?
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh, man.
Hold on, I got the clip. Hold on, y'all. Hold up. Where you at?
Hey, you know they got your mans. Got your mans on sex assault charges. Yeah, the nigga you be hanging with.
Yeah.
The nigga you be hanging
Fire the nigga you be hanging with, bro.
with. Oh, yeah, sex offender. And he was your mans. He was your boy. How you grew up with him. That's crazy, man. You ain't know what he was doing? You ain't feel bad?
You ain't know what he was doing. Man, story broke. Let me pull it up from ESPN. This might be the I ain't gonna wish that on nobody, but this might be what everybody been talking about in terms of trying to get him to sell the team, bro. Dolan?
Yeah, they've been trying to. Knicks fans ain't liked the man for a long time.
Dolan? I just had
Yeah,
it. Where
that's
that said?
I mean, for sure, they have lost a lot of free agents over the years.
Bop,
Dolan, 'cause
bop,
people didn't want to play for him.
Bop, bop, bop it up. Ba-da, bop, bop, bop. They say he denied the accusations, but they said I think it was a Tennessee woman. Where is it? According to the Athletic, in federal lawsuit filed Tuesday, a Tennessee woman alleged that James Dolan, the owner of the New York Knicks and the New York Rangers, pressured her into sex and that the former movie producer Harvey Weinstein sexually assaulted her over a decade ago. Both Dolan and Weinstein have denied the charges through their lawyers, which was first reported to the New York Times. According to the lawsuit filed in California, lady's last name is Croft, was a massage therapist, sexy trend, working on a concert tour with the Eagles in 2013, the rock band, not the team. She met Dolan on tour with his band JD and the Straight Shot, which was an opening act for the Eagles while on tour as a consensual massage near this end. Dolan pulled Croft to him and put her hand between his knees, according to the lawsuit. Said it was adamant she didn't want to do that shit. Following the unwanted sex contact, Ms. Crawford summoned to Dolan's room multiple times during the remainder of that part of the tour. On each of these occasions, Dolan made unwelcome advances towards Ms. Crawford. I ain't gonna read no more of that. Nasty work, man. Nasty work. A lot of this has been witch hunts, but James Dolan, was he on the name? Was he on the list? The Epstein list that came out?
I haven't been. It's like
Don't
bits
know,
and
'cause
pieces
I-
been coming out. Yeah, I don't. I
Yeah, 'cause
didn't
it's
really
like behind like
hear
a
his name.
paywall to see the full list. Like it's like a certain website you gotta go to.
Word.
I'm not putting my name on that list on the internet. Nah.
I feel it. We're gonna keep eyes on that situation, but that's crazy, man. This boy got lawsuits all the way around. We just talked about them suing the Raptors last week. Now he got this situation going on. Maybe RJ knew something that we didn't. I ain't gonna put that out in the atmosphere. It's just that's crazy, especially when you know them NBA governors, owners, whatever you want to call them, the sports team owners, they be trying to get them up out of here. Talking about Sarver, what's folks' name in the Clippers before they gave it to Ballmer?
Oh, Donald Sterling.
Sterling, Richardson and Carolina Panthers. You know, Puff was trying to get that joint. Y'all heard about Puff too. He said he ain't going to the Grammys, man. Too soon. Too soon.
Yeah. Which he should.
Man, don't let this be true. I hope it ain't. I pray it ain't. Don't let that happen because the Knicks being up for sale. What? Cancel Christmas. Amazon invested in Diamond Sports as part of the bankruptcy deal. Amazon will partner with Diamond Sports and restructuring an agreement as the largest owner of regional sports networks looks to emerge from bankruptcy. Diamond owns 18 networks under the Bally Sports banner. For those that don't know, if you tune in to NBA League Pass or WNBA, Bally Sports pretty much gives you all of those regional games. You'll see a Bally Sports logo. The network has rights to 37 professional teams 11 Major League Baseball, 15 NBA, and 11 NHL teams total. That's big for Amazon. So now you're going to be able to see NBA games, Major League Baseball games. You're going to be able to see hockey games on Amazon. What is that, Prime Video?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nuts, man. Amazon,
If they fix their streaming service, it should be okay.
The deal
There
worth
been some problems with the audio
bro,
during Thursday night football games.
The deal's worth $8.67 billion. And they like it's so the reason that I brought that up is not just the price of the deal, it's with how expedient, how fast it happened. You feel me? Like Amazon just fell out the sky with 8.8 billion. I was like, yeah, we got it. Don't worry about it. You know, when they sell teams, they have to vet these teams. What's folks' name in Phoenix? The super owner that got rid of everybody, cleaned everybody out, hired Vogel, got Kevin Durant. Ishbia. He from Michigan, right? Beefing with
University of Michigan grad.
Yeah, but he beefing with
He's from Michigan State. He Michigan State.
He beefing with folks.
He played for Izzo.
What's I'm forgetting all the names tonight. It's episode 100, bro. I've been doing this for way too long. What's folks' name that own the Cavs? He was trying to own the Pistons. He's a Detroit dude. Gilbert and Ishbia got smoked. So
yeah, because some business smoke because
they're both mortgage companies. Yeah. Right. You hip.
Gotcha.
So boom, it took a long time for them to vet these super owners, even like the I forget. I can't even pronounce dude's name. I
think Dan Gilbert is the only owner to vote no on
against Ishbia. Right.
I want to say he was the only owner to vote no.
He was the only one. Yup. But the point I'm trying to make is they take time to vet these owners, these potential owners. We all know Vegas is gonna get a team sooner or later, and LeBron is gonna get with the Fenway Sports Group up in Boston to try to get that team. That's what word around the campfire is. But it takes a while to do this, years. For Amazon to just pick up these licensing deals for these networks, bro, that's crazy. Obviously they approached Bezos to seek potential ownership stake in the Blazers, potential ownership if Seattle comes back, potential ownership in the Seahawks as well. But for him to just pick up these network deals is nuts. And I know y'all know this by now, but each NBA team, because of the TV deal, they get like a $200-300 million at the end of the year. All of them revenue share of these TV deals.
Yeah,
money just getting thrown around like it ain't nobody business, man.
Yeah, you know what it is, man.
We kind of
there's money to be made. There's money to be spent.
Don't nobody that look like us though, unfortunately. Not yet. Nah, they all got minority stakes. Usher, Nelly, 2 Chainz. They all got minority. Even Mike. Mike gave up his joint. He was the only one in the room. Imagine being so check it out. Imagine being in the governors in the owners meeting, governors meeting, whatever you want to call it at this point. Mike the only one, only fly in the milk, right? Everybody know who he is. Everybody know how he got on. But when it comes to like making drastic change or needing some extra money, imagine sitting across from Ryan's door. You know what I'm saying? You feel like Franklin Saint. Like as much money as I got, I can't really go where I want to go without the help of my homie. And Reinsdorf over there, like talking to his homies, like, you know, he used to work for me. He used to play for me. We gonna get him situated. Don't worry about it. I'll talk to him. I'll holler at him. Mike, come here, bro. Let me holler at you real quick. That might have been tough for any one of us. It's just $8.67 billion just to buy some TV time. And he got it. No sweat, no problem. Yeah, we'll pick up a couple TV contracts. It's a cold game, man.
Absolutely.
I mean, we kind of knew this was going to come because, I mean, with Bally kind of collapsing and like the Suns, the Pistons, the Pelicans, it was a bunch of teams. The Hornets, I want to say, were like Bally teams.
Right.
And the NBA at one point was considering picking up those games and producing those games themselves.
Mm-hmm. So there's a bailout.
Here we go. Pretty much, because I mean, you know how it is, because you work in that side of the game. Like they didn't want to have to pay to produce games.
Nah, not at all.
They don't have to pay to produce the local games, basically, because the local network do it.
Yeah, it's eating into your profit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's charity work, and imagine having to produce a Pistons game out of pocket right now.
Exactly, and a lot of this is fallout from the old Fox Disney sale. Because a lot of these network stations were old Fox Sports channels for local sports, and then they ended up getting bought up by Bally.
Speaking
And so
of,
this is still kind of the fallout.
speaking of Fox, bro, I just heard today. Did y'all know that Tubi is owned by Fox? I was listening to Joe Budden.
What?
Did y'all know that?
Fox
No.
Disney.
That's nuts. Right when you thinking like, all right, it's some for us by us type shit. Nah.
That's kind of one of them. That's kind of one of them when you find out like the streaming back when we found out all the streaming services was really owned by all the music labels.
Right. Same
Like,
thing. Same
what?
thing. Thinking like, all right, Ciroc is Puff's joint. Kind of find out, nah, he don't own none of that. He's a spokesperson.
He the
They
face of the
cut
brand.
ties with him too.
Yep.
Damn. Speaking of TV, man, how y'all feel about the NBA draft potentially being a 2-night event? I'm not with it.
For what?
Trash.
Don't nobody
My thought
watch the
exactly.
second round.
Trash.
So unless we gonna do unless they gonna do like the top 10 the first night, but like,
The lottery and then the rest of it. Nah, they talking about the first. They're talking about the whole first round, night one.
bro, who
Second
gonna
round.
watch the second night?
That's how I feel about the NFL draft in general. That's why they when they decide to make it a
But at least the
3-day event.
NFL is 3 is too
feel
many.
like
But like at least
I
once
feel
you get
that
to like
might
the
be
second.
why,
Yeah,
That
but
might be why,
second,
though.
third round of NFL, it's still people you know. Like that. And on top of that, ain't no all-star generational players coming out of the second round.
Have
Like,
y'all ever
it's
been
not
to?
the
Have y'all
NFL.
ever been to an NFL or
we
NBA
got
draft?
The best player in the league right now in the second round pick.
Okay, he's one out of thousands.
Have y'all ever
Like-
been? Have y'all ever been to an NBA or NFL draft? My first NBA draft, I was in high school. Way back when for the young listeners, 2004. My mom's took me and my brother up to New York back when they had it at the Garden. This is when Eli and Phillip Rivers was getting drafted and they swapped spots and the whole nine. Have y'all ever been to one of these events, bro?
No, I'm not
Nah.
into a draft.
After the
They
first,
used to keep them in the same spot every year. And now they
moving them around.
So.
Bro, after the first hour and a half, maybe the first like 7 or 8 picks, it is the most boring fucking public spectacle event you've ever been to. It's just a bunch of people standing around. They don't do a t-shirt toss. They don't do no music. It's just like
Nah.
you standing
No
there, sitting there, and
performances.
you waiting on somebody to come out and say a name, and then they walk back and be gone for another 15, 20 minutes. It's weird.
This year, NFL one is in Detroit this year.
Go hang out for like an hour, bro, and then you like, all right.
That time of year, it
I think
still
I'm
might be cold outside. I don't think people. It's April, but it still might be cold. People don't know how the Midwest, like Detroit and Chicago, be during that time. You don't know what you're gonna get. It might be 70 or it might be 20.
What y'all think of the new Clippers arena, the Intuit arena, where the Forum was gonna be at? Y'all seen? I know y'all
It's
seen
about
the clips
time.
of it. How y'all feel
It's
about
about
how y'all
time.
feel about the spot Ballmer called it the Wall, where it's only gonna be for Clippers fans? They got artificial intelligence into the seats where they'll know when the fans are standing up. They know if you a Clipper fan. They do like registry based on your jersey, the whole nine. How y'all feel about the smart arena essentially?
I don't know about the AI part because that just kind of seemed intrusive. But I'm glad we have something else for Ballmer to talk about outside of the 87,000 bathrooms.
They hosted the All-Star game 2026.
The
Five
amount
gonna
of
be there.
bathrooms going to be in that building.
I actually think it's dope, even from a Lakers fan. I actually think it's dope. Like it's
Yeah, because they don't got to intrude
they
no
got-
space no more.
Don't
They
get
got
out.
everything.
Don't get out there and switch up. Don't switch up size on us when you get out. When you get out there
nah,
either, bro.
They ain't had no furniture in our house no way. So
Oh,
they
damn.
they just packing some clothes up and getting up out of there.
Damn,
Nah,
with
man,
the
I think
Clipper
it's
side swipe, huh?
Oh yeah, but I think it's dope, man. I might plan on sliding out there, man, and seeing what it is during All-Star weekend.
I feel you. Right on.
He gonna get caught. He gonna get caught in the gas station. He gonna get exposed to the Clipper fan.
Now I'm gonna be in my purple and gold, so they better watch it.
Speaking of purple and gold, check it out. Five ain't been here the
KD ain't
past
here this
couple
week.
weeks for
I
the
got
game.
to catch
so-
up. I got
so,
to catch up. Nah.
Yeah, you might. This might be your. I ain't gonna. I don't know. I don't know. We doing Lakers, all-time Lakers. They could be a Hall of Famer. They could be a scrub. We're gonna go rapid fire back and forth. We need the names of the players. We don't need the numbers. We don't need the positions. We just need the names. All right. Everybody is fair game, from Pat Riley to George Mikan. all the way down to present day players. We're going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The player with the most names at the end of 30 seconds is going to win this week's game show. Sound good?
Bet.
Let's do it.
All right, y'all time. 5, you going first. Your time starts now.
Kobe Bryant.
Shaq.
Nick Van Exel.
Magic.
Eddie Jones.
Kareem.
Byron Scott.
Wilt.
Worthy.
Jerry West.
D'Angelo Russell.
Elgin Baylor.
10 seconds.
Austin Reeves.
Paul Gasol.
Rui Hashimura.
Derek Fisher.
Lamar Odom.
Robert Ory.
Derek Fisher. Oh.
Damn, did he catch you?
He got me. Dang.
MG
I
got
had
the
another-
first one. Got the first victory of the year for him, right?
Man, I had
Yes,
another
sir.
name.
He got the other two.
Y'all ain't say Slava,
Hey man, y'all
Mevadenko,
forget, man. I
Devin
was
George,
y'all forget, bro. I was a Laker fan until LeBron got there.
Andrew
Like,
Bynum,
don't forget that.
Swish Parker. I'm remembering all the scrub, all the in between plays.
I was gonna say
I was
George
a, I was a
Farmer.
Laker
don't know
fan
why I
before
said
LeBron
that.
got there, bro. Don't forget.
KCP.
I'm with it.
Damn. 5, we gotta get you
I
on
have
the
to throw
board,
Glenn
bro.
Rice in there. I forgot Mitch
Man.
Richmond too.
I'm gonna get on that next round.
Cooper. Y'all didn't even say Michael Thompson. We just got to talk about Clay.
Shout out to Michael Thompson, bro.
He announced he called the games, don't he?
Nah, that's Stu.
Yeah, Stu. And he got Worthy on the
Worthy on
pre
the
and post
studio
game,
show.
going crazy.
Michael Thompson actually got one of the best Twitter pages. If you're a Laker fan, you follow Michael Thompson.
Hey,
That's a really
Mike
good page.
Thompson.
Michael Thompson was the one who scooped me on going to the Warriors when wasn't nobody thinking about it as a possibility. He said that like a year before KD left, he was like, "Yeah, I heard
go to my
KD trying to go to the Warriors."
Go to
And
my
I was
page,
running around telling everybody like, "No, Michael Thompson said it."
I wonder why.
Go to my page. You'll see it 2 years later. Go ahead and search my Twitter page. You'll see it 2 years early.
Shout outs.
Okay.
Where we going? 5, you first.
Man, shout outs, man. Shout out this week. Man, I'm a shout out.
Why shout outs always stumping everybody, MG?
Man, I wasn't ready
Me
for
too,
it,
bro.
man.
Because too
I'm
many
a
people.
shout out my former podcast mate, Ray Harrison. Just had his birthday last week.
Hey, what up, Dougie?
He the old man of the group. So I'm gonna shout him out, man, because he got me in the podcast game, and man, I'm on here on the Hitmen podcast now, man.
Tell his ass to
Continue
pull
that,
up.
so-
He ain't too old. He can dust
man,
it off.
Oh yeah, nah, man, he can dust some grays off, man. He can get on the mic, man.
Yeah, he can get out here like Handy, get some dribbles in. For real.
Absolutely.
You more than welcome. We gonna get the set together, Ray. Pull up, man. MG, who you shouting out, bro?
Man, look, I don't even know what I got this week.
Oh man, y'all some haters, bro. Mom, Dukes.
You stumped us with
the
this.
most
one,
Hey,
man.
high,
man,
you feel me?
that goes without saying. You know, like, that goes without saying.
You stomped us with this one, man. This one came
With shout
came about
outs?
real
Wow, y'all crazy. Y'all ain't get hit by yourself, man.
Hey, I'm selfish.
What's your sign? When your birthday?
Remember, I'm a Laker. I used to be a Laker fan. That's what we do.
When your birthday, bro?
June. I'm a Gemini. Come on now.
Snakes.
There you go. There you go.
We ain't snakes, bro.
Speak for itself,
I'm
right
fucking
there.
with you. I'm fucking with you. All right.
Treat us right. We good.
All
Yeah.
right, I'm gonna handle the shout outs. Dolly. Big shout out to the Emmy winners. Black queens all the way around. Big up yourself. First and foremost, the God, the legend, the incomparable Angela Bassett. Check it out.
Hey, I still got a ring for Angela Bassett when she ready.
To my fellow black actresses, fill your hearts with courage and strength, because regardless of what you may think or see or feel, your contributions do matter. Take comfort knowing that your performances have given hope, offered a different perspective, and for others, just pure joy in a time of need. Never allow fear, frustration, or disappointment to get in the way of the blessings that are divinely and deservedly yours. Remember who you are and who our ancestors intended you to be, us to be. I proudly share this honor with women who stand up when they are told to stand back, who speak up when they are silenced, who remain determined when they are told they are defeated. These women represent those that I've had the honor to portray, as well as the everyday woman who surround us and inspire us to keep striving.
That was our first one. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Long overdue. Ayo Adaberry, she won for the Bear. I don't know if y'all watched the Bear. Shout out to the Bear. It's a great show. Niecy Nash's speech was amazing. She won for her role in the Dahmer adaptation. And then obviously Quinta Brunson for Abbott Elementary, she won for the lead actress in the comedy series. All three of those speeches, in particular, Angela Bassett, Niecy Nash, and Quinta Brunson. If y'all haven't checked them out, check them out. They probably everywhere on the internet right now. Amazing. And they all bigged up black women. So shout out to all the black Emmy winning queens. Amazing for Hollywood. Amazing for the black folks in general. Shout out to the podcast Princess, man. We had a dope week. I'm trying to do my thing where I take pictures of her every day. So just try to do like a time lapse at the end of the year. 5, you know my situation. You a girl dad yourself, so I'm trying to do one thing a week to try to teach her something new, expose her to something new. But that's my heartbeat, bro. I didn't know, and from the fathers that, you know, before I became a father, they didn't tell me how lit it was, bro. I love being her father. That gives me true purpose outside of, you know, just what God has for me and the pod, of course. But it's an amazing feeling every day knowing and waking up with the responsibility of being her champion. So shout out to the podcast Princess Dejan, baby. I love you so much. Thank you so much for believing in me, and thank you for choosing me to be your pops. That's all I got for this week, though, y'all.
Absolutely.
Shout out to you, bro.
We made it to 100, man. That's the biggest thing. I sound like I'm giving an Emmy
Hell
speech, but I'm not. But
Yeah, man. Shout out
No,
to the
you
podcast,
no.
man.
Take your
Shout out to
flowers,
the
bro.
pod, man.
Take your flowers, bro. What
Shout
you mean?
out to the pod,
We snapped,
man.
bro.
The host, man.
we did our thing, bro.
Creator, man.
We had some great interviews. We had some real spill. There was some times where it was 4 a.m. and I'm up editing and just couldn't bring myself to do it. Didn't have the strength, didn't have the energy. Went through some seismic shifts in my life, but this thing kept me motivated, bro. When I started this with my partner back in the day, shout out to Mo. I ain't heard from him in a while. We ain't spoken in a while, but I told him at the beginning, like, bro, I don't want to do it without you. I'm not gonna do it without you. And so we started it in 2020, and here we are, 2024, the 100 episodes. It took a little minute, but we here. And cheers to 100 more. I'm glad that I found some wolves to run with me, and we're gonna get to 100 more, man. So we appreciate y'all tapping in with us each and every time we do it. Whenever we drop this yellow top, don't forget to drop it in your veins. Hit us up. Let us know how y'all feeling about the show. The Hitmen Podcast at gmail.com. Y'all know that we everywhere that podcast live, like I said at the top. I ain't even going to hold y'all no more, man. 100 episodes. It can't be nothing else but a miracle.
What happened here was a miracle, and I want you to acknowledge it.
Better believe it.
All right, it was a miracle. Can we go now?
Y'all be smooth, man. Stay warm. We'll catch y'all next week. We gone. Holla.
Out of the target center. Oh!